Welcome back, people. Today's topic is the NBA and 33. Really, I could do all of sports, but I just want to start with the NBA. Before we get into that, you need to know about this word gematria. It goes back to Pythagoras. It's the practice of coding numbers into words. The English alphabet is completely based on gematria. It's why we learn the alphabetic order as children, but I don't know why they don't teach us the second piece of actually how to sum the words. So, with regards to the NBA, it has been all about this from the beginning. And what you should know is that in this gematria, there's three very important numbers. There's more than three, but there's three that we want to focus on for this video. 33, 47, 74. And behind me on the screen are all three of those numbers, but you would never know it unless you know how to do this gematria. Where these three numbers come from, 33, 47, and 74, is the Bible. But they probably predate the Bible, but they're all in the Bible. They're very coded in there. And also the nation's history. So, if you've read the Bible, you're probably familiar with the fact that Jesus was crucified at the age of 33. The first book in the Bible is Genesis, which in this gematria sums to 33. The name Jesus sums to 74. The word cross sums to 74. The word Lucifer sums to 74. The word occult sums to 74. If you flip 74 around, the word Christian equals 47. The word Republican equals 47. The word Whig, as in Whig Party, where the Republicans come from, equals 47. The word President equals 47. The word Caesar equals 47. The word Obey equals 47. The word Judge equals 47. There's more. So now, to bring it back to the screen, up here we got, let's see, right here, Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal, who we're all famous, or who we're all aware of. The name O'Neal in this gematria equals 47. Next to him we have Ernie, who's been on TNT forever. The name Ernie equals 33. Next to him we have Kenny the Jet Smith. Kenny equals 33. And the TV show South Park, a regular part of the episode is They Killed Kenny, and that joke is made by somebody named Trey Parker. The name Parker also equals 33, just like Kenny. So we have 47 Shaq, 33 Kenny, 33 Ernie, and Barkley, we have one number remaining. Barkley equals 74. So we have the three numbers up here that are all through our history, all through the Bible, and all through Turner Network television sports as it happens. And that's not by accident. I'll tell you exactly why. Below these men is the word sprint. The word sprint also happens to sum to 33. The NBA is on TNT, which is founded by Robert Turner III, who also found CNN, the news network. The name Robert equals 33. The name Turner equals 33. His birthday is November 19th, 1938. November 19th is a lot like the year 1119, where the Knights of Templar started, who have Masonic roots. And it's these Masons, the Freemasons, who have a highest degree of 33 and are very interested in these numbers. So if you add up Robert Turner's birthday, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 3 plus 8, it also sums to 33, just like his first and last name. Also, he set up Atlanta and Turner Network Television in Atlanta on the 33rd parallel north. The abbreviation for Atlanta is ATL. That's 1 plus 20 plus 12 equals 33. So, if you watch the NBA, you'll notice that they have the Taco Bell Live Moss ad a lot. Moss is Sam in reverse, M-A-S. That's the 13th letter, the first letter, and the 19th. Sums to 33. Sprite is advertised a lot during the NBA. The word Sprite equals 33. It's owned by the Coca-Cola Company. Aside from just the advertising and Turner Network Sports, the NBA itself is full of these numbers. The first ever championship in the history of the NBA took place in the year 47. That's the number that Christian, Republican, Whig, President, all that equaled. 47, first championship. They changed the name in the 80s to NBA Finals. The gematria of NBA Finals sums to 33. And when we think of the NBA Finals in the last few decades, certain names will come to mind before others. such as Larry Bird. The name Bird equals 33. The name Larry equals 74. And Larry Bird wore the number 33. He also played in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is one of only 3 states in the whole country that has a 33 name. Those 3 states are the first state, Delaware, the 50th and final state, Hawaii, and the 6th state, Massachusetts. So out of the 333 states, the only one that even has a basketball team is Massachusetts. It should also be noted that the gematria of Boston is 22, and so is the gematria of basketball. In numerology, 22 is the master number, and the word master also equals 22 in gematria. All right, so Larry Bird, his biggest rival in his playing day was Magic Johnson. The word magic sums to 33, and Magic Johnson spelled his name Earvin with an extra A. The way he spelled Earvin also sums to 33, if you can believe it. Magic Johnson would later become famous for contracting HIV and being at risk of getting AIDS. The acronym for AIDS also sums to 33. And I don't think that is a coincidence. The word gay also sums to 33. The word homosexual equals 133, and Magic Johnson was accused of all those things. I don't know if any of it's true. That's for another post. So, moving through the history of the NBA, after Bird and Magic came Michael Jordan. He still played while they were there, but then his time of dominance was kind of as they faded out. The name Michael Jordan sums to 113, 113. The word mainstream equals 113. The acronym for USA and UK both equal 311, the reverse of 113. The first name Michael equals 33. The whole name Michael Jordan is 113. Michael Jordan, after getting a $33 million record contract, unexpectedly retired on January 13th. Imagine that date, 113, like his name, 113. January 13th, 1999. If you add 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, it sums to 33, this date that he unexpectedly retired. Michael Jordan was the first player in the NBA to three-peat. And if you look at the picture of him holding the trophy after he three-peated, he doesn't look very happy. And I guarantee you the reason that happened, or the reason he's not that happy, is because he knows it's all rigged. It's all rigged, and I've seen that since I was a 7-year-old child. I grew up in Portland, Oregon, so one of those finals he won was against us, and even back then I could see it. I mean, he held jerseys, he traveled, he fouled left and right. I don't know how people watch TV and don't see the rigging that goes on in sports. None of this is hard to see. You just have to open your eyes. So, Michael Jordan equals 113. Would you believe that the name Kobe Bryant also sums to 113, and the name Kobe equals 33? Kobe is, K is 11, O is 15, B is 2, E is 5. Add it up, 33, and the whole name Kobe Bryant sums to 113. Kobe Bryant would become the second player to three-peat. As for the three-peat, that term was invented by Patrick Riley, and both the names Patrick and Riley sum to 33. Patrick Riley created the trademark for the term three-peat, and the abbreviation for trademark is TM. That's 20 plus 13, also sums to 33. If you go through the NBA and look at the stars, from Vincent Carter to Dirk Nowitzki to so many more, Patrick Ewing, they all have 33 names. In this year's draft, of the top 5 picks, 2 had 33 names, and 2 had 33 life numbers. The other 2 that didn't were drafted by 33 teams. The name Cleveland is a 33 name, named after Grover Cleveland, the only president to ever win 3 separate elections. And Grover Cleveland supposedly won as a Democrat in a time when Democrats didn't win because of the mugwump vote. The word mugwump equals 33. In other words, what that really means is they made it up and their excuse was 33, because that's what they do, these people. So, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, 113, weird retirement dates, all these other players with 33 names. The NBA draft always took place in New York City until 1992. That was the first year they had the draft outside of New York, and they had it in Oregon, which happens to be the 33rd state, and they had the draft on the date of June 24th, 1992. If you had 6 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 2, it sums to 33 for the date of this draft. And that happens to be the draft that Shaquille O'Neal was taken number 1 in by the Orlando Magic. The word magic equals 33. And if you look at that day, Shaq held up a number 33 jersey with David Stern, just like Patrick Ewing once did. And at the time, Shaq was compared to Patrick Ewing. The name Patrick is 33, and the name Ewing is 31. Those are the ranging degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. And if you ask me, that's who's behind all this. To bring it to the present, the name LeBron James sums to 114, 114. That's one more than Kobe and Jordan, who were 113. LeBron came into the league playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The name Cleveland sums to 33, and the name Ohio sums to 47. So Cleveland, Ohio has 2 of the 3 magic numbers in it. LeBron, so there's 2 ways to sum. With the larger method, the name LeBron, just LeBron, equals 66. With the larger method, the name James equals 48. So when you add 66 plus 48, you get 114. If you do it with the reduced method, the whole name LeBron James sums to 42. And 42 is the meaning of life number in numerology. And this past summer, LeBron James signed a 2-year, 42-point-something million dollar contract. That's a lot like Jordan's final contract that was 2 years, $33 million. And remember, he had all the 33. So in total, what all this makes me wonder is, are these players really getting paid the money that we think they're getting paid? And what all do they know? Do they even know that their names sum to these numbers? Or are people who run the league giving these people these numbers and just making them live with them? Other things I'm wondering is, are these people actually born on these dates? Are they actually given these names from birth, or are they found as children and maybe their stats are altered? Or maybe it's even creepier than that. Maybe these people are born in test tubes. I don't know. But anyway, it's not just basketball. This goes through all of sports, and it's not just the United States either. There's a long history of this. I'll be doing more posts on it. Seahawks Super Bowl, just as rigged, all 33. Lots more coming, people. Stay tuned.